Hey guys, it's Stephenis. Apologies, I've not done any game reviews for a while, but I'm back and I thought I'd look at one of my favourite games that have come out recently. It's called FieldRunners 2 and I'm playing it on my iPad, but it's also available for the iPhone as well. Unfortunately, it's not a universal application, so you need to buy both versions, which I'm not a fan of, but unfortunately needs must sometimes, and you can't blame sort of game developers for wanting to, spend more money, invest more money into an iPad version rather than just doing a universal version, which might not be quite as good on the bigger screen. But that aside, this is one of the best games that I've played on my iPad for a while. So I thought I'd show you guys roughly what the game's about, just a bit of the graphics and some of the gameplay. For those of you that don't know, FieldRunners is a tower defense type game. Basically, the idea of the game is you place turrets within a map, and your goal of the game is to try and stop the enemy forces proceeding from the start of the map to the finish of the map. You have a certain number of lives, so for example 20. If 20 people or 20 warriors or soldiers get to the end of the map, then you lose. So the idea is you place turrets, you create a course or a maze. The longer the maze is, the harder it is for them to get to the end, and the more likely you are to win. So I'll just show you the basics of the game. As you can see, the idea is to survive, and that's what we're going to try and do. So it basically describes that you need to drag out a tower. For example, I should learn the tower names, but the turret tower, for example, you put it in the right place, and it will then shoot the enemies. Here's our map. This is a fairly standard map. It's pretty straightforward, and you can see that the guys are coming onto it. Now I can pause it, and it will show me the path that they're going to take. So you can see there's different rows that these soldiers could enter on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag one of these turrets down in the right hand corner onto the map to intercept that guy. Now this isn't the best location, because really I should have started early and put it here, but for the purpose of this demo, you can see that if I put the turret down here, it's going to redirect that player round this corner and cause him to actually go past the turret and hopefully be killed. So while it's paused, we'll actually place some more towers and get a proper little maze going in order to stop the soldier from progressing any further. So we'll do it properly, and we'll put one at the beginning. So we're going to force them all down the left hand side. So you can put another one in as well to force them further down, and another one in to force them further down again, and you get the idea. I've now run out of money, so I need to play the game and destroy some enemies in order to get some more cash. So there you go, they have both been killed, and you can see that more soldiers are now coming onto the map, and my money in the top left hand side is going up. When it gets to 5, I can pick another tower and drag it on the map like so. So it's pretty straightforward really, to be honest. And there'll be waves and waves of enemies, so at the top you can see it's round 2 of 20. In order to win the game, I have to defeat all waves of enemies. And as you can see here, the game's prompting me to say create a sort of maze layout in order for the soldiers to have to walk further distance, go past more turrets, and therefore that gives me more chance of actually defeating them. You can see there that a new enemy's actually joined the map, so they're more powerful, they've got special abilities, they could fly, they might be a rocket launcher, but that's okay. I'm going to get some new turrets soon, which will allow me to attack those enemies in different ways. So let's just continue playing the game. As you can see, I've just got a glue tower. A glue tower actually slows units down, so that means they're in front of each turret for a little bit longer, which means I've got more of a chance of actually defeating them before they get to the end of the map. So I'm just going to put some turrets in place to stop this guy here. Hopefully I've got enough. So you can see there that the actual design of the course is actually changing based on where I'm placing those turrets. So I'll put a glue one in here for later actually, and you'll see why when we get to that one. So if I play now, you can see that he's been destroyed, which is good. So this isn't the most optimal design, but it will do for the demo purposes. Now obviously the enemies are going to get bigger, so my turrets are going to want to get bigger too. If I tap a turret, I can actually upgrade that turret and make it bigger. And you can see there that it's now its max capability, so that's as strong as that turret can get. And obviously I can apply that to all turrets. Until I run out of cash, obviously. So let's play that again. and the next wave should appear, 8 of 20. And no problems at all. So I'll continue upgrading my turrets as and when I can. So it's $4 per upgrade. And again, the game's actually just explained that for me as well, but I've played this before, so I'm ahead of the game. And there we go, easy peasy. Just upgrade some more towers to make sure that I can actually fend off every single wave. I love this game. The graphics are beautiful. If you zoom in, you get an idea of the quality, and on the iPad it looks much better than the iPhone. Although the iPhone looks great, to be honest, I think the bigger screen actually, does this game more justice. Although it's good and easily playable on a smaller screen, I don't know, I just feel like having more screen real estate is a good thing. It makes it easier to play, and it just brings out the graphics. It's the artwork on this is some of the best I've seen within iPad and iPhone games. As you can see, they're getting quicker and quicker, and you can control the speed as well. So they were actually on fast then, but I've just turned them down. You can turn them back up again if you want to get through the rounds a bit quicker. So we're already up to the final wave. Should be pretty straightforward. You can see that there are some flying soldiers coming in as well. In later games, or even in this game, I could have set up a rocket launcher in order to attack those better. So that was the first training level. It's just a little introduction to FieldRunners 2. This game will keep you addicted for a very long time. It's one of the games that I play all the time. I love it, and I just can't get enough. And the levels do get much harder and much more challenging. You'll be defeated a few times, trust me, but keep trying and you'll get there. But as I say, if you're looking for a good new game to play on the iPad or the iPhone, FieldRunners 2 is definitely a good one to choose. It's available on the iPhone for $1.99 and it's available on the iPad for £5.49, which I don't think is too bad given the quality of the game and the amount of gameplay you can get from it. It's definitely a worthwhile investment. I plan on showing you guys some more levels on it later on, but this was just a quick introduction. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I'll catch you later on. Bye.